We are living in an age of shitheads and idiots. And I really hate to be forced to say that, but I'm just being honest and truthful. I was planning on doing a nice Conjuring 1 and 2 double Mike's Instant Movie Review, but circumstances beyond my control are forcing this to be a public rant on society. Look, for the most part, I'm pretty proud, for what it's worth, of how society here in North America, the United States of America at least, has dealt with this coronavirus situation. We've lost some people, we've lost some jobs, we've lost some things, but overall we did okay, right? But tonight, or today and tonight, I felt the burn of society just not having its total house in order. And I guess I'll start chronologically. We'll get to the movie experience with The Conjuring 2 in a moment. But just so you know, I've got this free movie pass now for my troubles. But it's not as good as being able to come here and talk to you fine folks about my thoughts on The Conjuring 2. And last night I saw The Conjuring, and this whole investment of my time that I've put into these two movies is now for naught, apparently. Not shit. Today, earlier, look, I'm a man of vices. I'm a man of instincts. And I just had an instinct, to be quite honest. I was ruled ruled by my stomach, and I saw Popeye's fried chicken, and being a good southern boy, I could not resist. I haven't gone there in maybe 6 months, but the lure of this Popeye's was calling me, Mike, come eat your fried chicken, come eat your hot vegetable oil based chicken. So this was early, this was maybe 5 o'clock at night, and there was a bunch of cars in the drive-through, and I said, well, gee whiz, maybe I'll just go inside and order like a human being. But then I saw a sign that wrote drive-through only, short-staffed, and I should have known. I should have just left. But once again, I was a man driven by instincts, compelled by my carnal desires for fried chicken. So I go through the line, I wait patiently. Hadn't eaten yet that day, today. Finally, I get to the line and I order a big combo meal, and of course it's supposed to come with a side. So I order my usual red beans and rice, and finally get up, I give my card, the lady's nice enough, and I get my meal, and seemed to be all there at the time. But when I drive off into the sunset, I realize, actually, they fucked me. They forgot the goddamned red beans and rice. So, a lesser man would have just been content to just eat the chicken with no side, but I'm not a lesser man. I needed to have my full money's worth. So I go fucking back. And of course, now there's new cars in front of me, new vehicles, and there's a goddamn SUV of some kind in front of me. And some woman ordering food for a family because she's ordering a lot of shit. And I can overhear her ordering, and it's all complicated, and I'm just trying to get my goddamn side of red beans and rice. I've got this hot box of chicken on my lap, already burning a hole in my fucking pants. And I'm just very upset at this. And I finally get up to the little drive-through bitch, and I'm like, yeah, I was just here. I ordered a combo. I did not get the side, the red beans and rice. And she said, oh, what you need? I said, well, I ordered a regular side of red beans and rice that I didn't get, but you can make it a large if you want for my trouble. And she said, oh, so a regular side of red beans and rice? Well, okay, you missed the fucking hint. I'm trying to give you a fucking opt-up to help me out here, to show that you care. Of course, she didn't really. I get to the goddamn window, and it's just handing me a bag. Just handing me a bag with a small red beans and rice, some fucking napkins, and a goddamn fork. I'll give her credit for that. But, where's the upgrade? Where's the coupon for something? Where's the apology? Where's the, sorry, sir, sorry to trouble you? Nothing. Just nothing. She said nothing. So repulsive behavior, repulsive lack of service, lack of customer care. Then I get to the goddamn movie, and I'm, obviously, I had come here last night to see The Conjuring 1. Was going to give you fine folks a nice double-header review, Conjuring 1 and 2, back-to-back review. And watching the goddamn movie. I'm in the theater by myself for a pleasant 15 minutes. No one else is in there, just me, taking my shoes off, relaxing. And suddenly a group, I would say, perhaps of teenagers or early 20-somethings come emerging into the theater. Obviously, I'm suspicious that they did not actually buy tickets, that they had seen another film and were just sneaking in. But I'm not a snitch. I don't report. Very loud children, as usual, doing what they do, annoy me. And talking throughout the goddamn movie, giggling and whistling. The movie's well beyond their pay grade of intelligence. And we're into this fucking movie, pretty deep into it. I'd say there's 30 minutes left in this movie. It's a great movie. Vera Farmiga and all these people, whatever her name is, Vera Farmiga. All these actors, horror, special effects, takes place in England. A worthy sequel, etc. The Scary Nun. And what do you know happens? Something happens. There's a scene where they're all sitting around a table. And suddenly there's a moment where there's a black screen on the fucking cinema screen. It's black. A black moment, okay? And then everything after that, the movie is out of sync. The audio and video is out of sync. Meaning that the action's happening and the audio is about 3 or 4 seconds after what you see just happened. So that the actors, their lips are moving and things are happening. And everything's fucked up. And I'm very upset. And of course, these hooligans, these trespassers into the theater, who most likely did not buy a goddamn ticket and were just sneaking in there after seeing another movie, they can't do anything because they can't go report for help. So everything's left to good old fucking Mike to save the fucking day once again. And so I go out of the goddamn theater, missing moments of the movie, even though it's out of sync. And all these employees are just kind of standing around and doing nothing. And I see 2 employees, a male and a female. I'm like, well, I'll do the double shot. I'll tell them both. So that doubles my chance of something actually getting done to solve the situation. Because if I just tell one employee, they're likely to go pick their goddamn nose in the bathroom and not fix the situation. But if you tell 2, you double your chances that one of them has some fucking pride in their work these days and gets something done. So I explain the goddamn situation. The female of the 2 says, is the movie still going on? I said, yes, there's still plenty of movie left. I go back to my goddamn theater. These kids, one of the kids, just a side note, this kid probably was, 17, 18 years old perhaps, and maybe 5'7", 5'8", and probably a good 350 pounds. So clearly, audio in a fucking film is not his only problem in the world. So I say to this young fellow as he's passing me, or as I'm stepping aside to let him go by, I should say, is it still fucked up? And the young man says, huh? And I said, is it still screwed up? Is the audio still out of sync? And he just kind of grumble fucks again. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what that means. I don't have the fucking dictionary or the Wikipedia dictionary, okay, to translate this grunts from this young fellow. So I just fucking don't know what to do. I go back to my goddamn seat. All these fucking kids are still watching the movie. They're all giggle fucking because they're so in awe that there's a goddamn issue with the movie if they're still watching it. And, to give credit to the movie still kind of holds up despite this technical goof-ah. So I'm watching the goddamn thing, and I notice that the audio drops out for about 5 seconds. Like, it just goes to no audio out of nowhere. So I don't know if the fucker in the control room was pushing buttons or whatever he was trying to do. But then there's no goddamn audio for about 5 seconds. And next thing you fucking know, there is audio and it's out of sync again. It's just the same goddamn problem I just experienced. So there's chairs flying, there's kids screaming in the movie, and everything's out of sync. Everything's a dick in the goddamn ass. And I can't enjoy the fucking film. And I just said, well, fuck, I guess I'm Captain Superman around here. I guess I got to go fix this fucking again. So I get up once a fucking again in the middle of a goddamn creative scene, a big scene. I go out to the fucking lobby. One guy's putting the goddamn partition away. There's vacuums. They always seem to be vacuuming this place, an hour before the theater closes. Like, they can't wait to get home and play Nintendo or fucking whatever the fuck these kids do. And I'm walking around looking for answers, and the young gentleman who had been part of the team that I talked to earlier comes rushing out, and I just look at him, and he says, yes, well, you see, I tried to fix it, but it's something I can't fix. It can't be fixed. It's something that's wrong with the print of the film. Okay, asshole. Well, would it have fucking hurt your feelings to come find me in the goddamn theater and explain this to me earlier? I have to go searching for you like you're fucking the fucking kid who fell down the well in 1987. Okay, baby Jessica McClure, is that who the fuck you are, that I have to go searching for you? You can't fucking tell me this like a man. So I'm just looking at him, and I said, what I said exactly was, I can't watch the rest of the movie like this. Just trying to explain to this kid that life is not to be suffered through. I'm not going to tolerate this. I'm not going to diminish the film, the filmmakers, the actors, the production, the Foley, the grips, all the fine people, the people that made this film are not going to be disgraced from Mike Messier by sitting through this presentation, okay? So then he just says, well, I can get you a ticket for the same movie or another movie. Well, asshole, this is a goddamn comeback classic. This movie's about 6 or 7 years old. It's not going to be playing here much fucking longer. So get me the goddamn ticket. So that's what he fucking did. And it's just like, do I have to fucking hold everybody's goddamn hand? There, I got the goddamn pass. Thanks, asshole. So it's like, do I have to fucking hold the world's hand? Apparently. I mean, Christ, idiots and shit for brains. Everywhere I fucking go. Can't get a fucking meal with the goddamn red beans and rice. Can't get a fucking movie to play properly. I mean, Christ. Look, people, I get it. COVID, pandemic, death, etc. But we have to get our collective dicks out of our collective asses and grow up, okay? If we survived, which we did, we have to be big boys and big girls and serve the goddamn red beans and rice and make the movie play properly. We can't be sitting around like a bunch of fucking morons and shitheads wondering who's going to fix the problems. We have to fix it. So I'm a little pissed off and I'm a little disappointed. Mike Messier, there you have it.